Are you stuck in a cycle of poverty and can't find a way out? If you've ever dreamed of breaking free from your current financial situation, then today is your lucky day because we're going to discuss how you can do that. Many people find it difficult to get out of their current financial situation, but it is possible. Many people believe they will never be able to escape their current situation, but that's not true. It all starts with changing how you think and act regarding money. And who better to teach us than none other than Charlie Munger? He's one of the world's most successful and influential businessmen, so he has a thing or two to share on the subject. In this video, we'll explore some common money habits many fall into and how exactly Charlie Munger suggests breaking them to escape poverty.
Your habits have ripple effects that get compounded over time, and they ultimately determine who you become and whether you'll end up rich or poor.
We'll also go over practical tips and tricks on managing your finances so you can start working towards freeing yourself from your current financial crisis. So, if you're ready to make a change and have a brighter future ahead, stick around and let us show you how it can be done. 1. Borrowing more than is required. To escape poverty, it is essential to avoid borrowing more money than you need. We can all agree that debt is one of the most challenging things to manage and can be even more complicated when trying to escape poverty. Careful now, big purchases such as a house or car are lovely, but you want them to protect your future. Before taking the plunge into debt for these things, make sure your funds wise up and save beforehand. That way, it won't be an unmanageable burden on you. Credit cards can be great for everyday purchases, but they are risky if you don't pay off the interest fee period on time. Boom! You see hefty fees and your borrowing cycle is in full swing, making it tough to break away from without an expert helping hand. So take caution and ensure not to get caught up in this debt trap. As Charlie Munger famously said, live within your income and save so you can invest. Learn what you need to learn. The best way to escape poverty while avoiding too much debt is by creating an action plan and sticking with it. Establishing a budget, tracking spending closely, and setting realistic goals are essential to achieving financial freedom and escaping poverty.
Don't get into debt if you don't have to. Just pay for things in cash. Don't do things if you can't afford it. Don't go into debt for college unless you absolutely have to and you know you'll get a job that will allow you to pay that off quickly. Don't get a car loan to buy a car. Don't get a mortgage if you're still paying off student loans.
2. Too much concentration. Another common money habit that can keep us trapped in poverty is trying to do too many things at once. We've all been there. You're trying to improve your finances, build a better career, and improve your relationships simultaneously. It's overwhelming and can leave you feeling burned out and frustrated. Here's Charlie Munger talking about this at the 2015 Daily Journal annual meeting. When I want to read something, I can tune everything else out. I think people who multitask pay a huge price. They think they are extra productive, and I think when you multitask so much, you don't have time to think deeply about anything. You are giving the world an advantage you shouldn't. Practically everybody is drifting into that mistake. Concentrate hard on something that's important. I did not succeed in a life of the intelligence. I did because I have a long attention span. For example, to become financially secure and build wealth, focus on budgeting and saving before tackling other goals like starting a business or investing. Everyone wants success in life, whether it's financial or otherwise, but spreading yourself too thin can be a significant roadblock to achieving your goals.
That's why it's super important to recognize any bad money habits you have early on and replace them with good money habits.
When you spread yourself across multiple endeavors, instead of focusing on one at a time, you end up sacrificing quality for quantity, making it harder to reach the results of all your hard work. Are you looking to break free from poverty and achieve financial success? Then focus on one or two areas of your life at a time. Start with setting realistic goals and formulating an action plan that will help get there step by step. Once those are accomplished, move on to another area needing attention. This way, it'll be easier for you to reach your long-term objectives instead of running around in circles trying to do too much all at once. 3. Spending your money on luxuries and entertainment. Well, let me tell you, if we want to break free from the cycle of poverty, we must stop wasting our hard-earned money on unnecessary items and instead focus on making smart choices. Let me give you an example. Let's say you come across a sweet pair of sneakers that you can't resist. Sure, they make you look great, but do they fit into your budget? Do they add value to your life in any way? Those shoes don't help you get ahead financially, so it could be better to save that money or put it towards paying down debt. So if we want to progress towards financial freedom, we must prioritize our needs over our wants regarding spending. This doesn't mean giving up all fun and entertainment. Enjoying quality time with family and friends is also important. But if we genuinely want to break free from the cycle of poverty, it means looking for more affordable ways to entertain ourselves without breaking the bank. That could be anything from having a game night at home with friends instead of going out for drinks, or organizing a movie marathon on Netflix instead of hitting the theater every weekend.
Everyone has very different levels of taste as well as very different budgets, so trying to keep up with everyone around you is going to leave you broke and in debt. This includes friends as well as people you see on social media.
You'd be surprised how much little changes like this can add up over time and make a massive difference in your financial situation. So next time you're tempted to buy something luxurious or expensive, ask yourself whether this will bring value to your life, because if not, it would be better off saved for another day. 4. Putting off tasks until the last minute. We know that all of us have been guilty of procrastinating at least once or twice, but it can be especially damaging when escaping poverty. Struggling with procrastination can keep you stuck in a rut. If you don't pay your bills on time, it'll take its toll on your credit score. Or learning how to budget better, but not putting that knowledge into action. Yeah, that won't do you any good, no matter how much info's out there online. So let's get moving and break the habits of yesterday for an excellent tomorrow by tackling those projects now. So what can we do about this? Well, first, Charlie Munger has said that acquire worldly wisdom and adjust your behavior accordingly. So ask yourself why you're procrastinating. Is fear or stress getting in the way of taking action? If so, break down the task into smaller pieces so that it feels less daunting. Alternatively, try rewarding yourself for every step forward, whether it's making a budget plan or making bills on time. Each accomplishment deserves recognition. Another way to break the cycle is by setting deadlines for yourself, even if they are only minor ones, like putting aside 10 minutes every day towards improving your financial situation. Those little steps can add up quickly if done consistently. Finally, don't forget to give yourself grace when mistakes happen along the way.
If you dream about becoming financially independent one day, you have to stop caring what everyone else thinks about you, because no one else is going to make it happen for you but you.
Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start again with renewed determination. So there you have it, folks. Remember that while overcoming procrastination might not be easy, it can make all the difference when trying to escape poverty. 5. Buying lottery tickets. For those trying to break out of poverty, I want to talk about a common money habit that can hold us back: buying lottery tickets or gambling on other risky ventures. Now, don't get me wrong, it's okay to treat yourself now and then, but it's important to avoid relying on these forms of entertainment as your primary source of income. Instead, look for more practical ways to have fun and relieve stress, like taking up a hobby or spending more time with your loved ones. Charlie Munger once famously said, "If you don't get this elementary but mildly unnatural mathematics of elementary probability into your repertoire, then you go through a long life like a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. Charlie Munger, Super Forecasting, The Art and Science of Prediction. The truth is that buying lottery tickets or gambling decreases the odds of escaping poverty. You're throwing away your hard-earned money without any promise of a return, which is a better way to manage money if you're struggling financially. Ultimately, this behavior is self-sabotaging and won't get you closer to financial freedom if that's what you truly desire. There are plenty more productive ways to use your resources, like investing in yourself through education or putting aside small monthly savings.
You gotta treat saving money like a bill. So as soon as you get paid, commit to setting aside 10% or whatever percentage that you can handle and put that towards savings and investments. And then just live on what's left.
That might not sound like much, but over time, the effects will add up and help put you on the path towards success. So instead of wasting money on lotto tickets, take a step back and think about other ways to reach your goals without gambling away all your earnings. 6. Seeking instant gratification. You might think it's tempting to indulge in short-term pleasures like eating out, buying new clothes, or drinking alcohol. But this kind of thinking can quickly lead you into a cycle of debt and chronic financial problems. Delaying our desires and focusing on long-term goals is one of the best ways to break out of poverty. Investing in yourself and your future by learning how to budget, save money, and invest wisely are all great habits that will pay off in the end. People often seek instant gratification by trying to get rich quickly with gambling or lotteries, but these are risky investments that rarely pay off. Instead, why not invest small amounts regularly into stocks or mutual funds? You'll get a better investment return over time and learn valuable lessons about personal finance along the way.
There's always going to be reasons why you can't invest. Not enough money, not enough knowledge, not enough time, other priorities, etc., etc., etc. But the longer you put off investing, the harder you'll have to work to get to the same level of financial freedom as someone who starts investing earlier.
Another way people seek instant gratification is through impulse purchases, buying something without really thinking about whether they need it. Finally, another way people try to escape poverty through instant gratification is by taking shortcuts, like cheating or lying their way into better jobs or opportunities. While these tactics might seem tempting initially, they rarely work out. Eventually, someone will find out what you've done, putting your entire career at risk in the long run. When you look at some of the biggest names in entrepreneurship, it can be awe-inspiring. Steve Jobs changed the perception of computers and made them portable. Jeff Bezos revolutionized bookselling with e-commerce. Elon Musk is reaching for the stars. But what's your grand vision? What incredible potential do you have set out to unlock? We must practice delayed gratification if we genuinely want to escape poverty for good. Think long-term instead of giving in to immediate temptations. Regularly invest instead of relying solely on luck. Buy only what you need. And stick with honest practices that lead us towards success instead of taking shortcuts every chance we get.
If the idea of saving and investing your money just isn't fun for you, then just try to reframe how you think about it. It's not about discipline and deprivation. It's about taking care of future you.
7. Stop rumor-mongering. Gossiping can be a hard habit to break, but it's one that we need to master if we're ever going to get ahead. The damage it can cause is immense, not just for our relationships, but for our bank accounts too. Gossip eats at our time and energy, stopping us from investing in more meaningful pursuits like building our careers or improving relationships. But what can we do instead of gossiping? Invest in yourself and your future. Take up a new skill. Find a mentor who will help guide you on your journey. Read books or listen to podcasts that challenge you to think differently about money and life. And most importantly, never give up. Remember, avoiding gossip isn't only about setting yourself up for financial success. It's also an important lesson in being kinder and more considerate towards others. Treat people respectfully, even if they aren't doing the same for you. Refusing to engage in gossip is a small act of kindness that makes a big difference in the end. So remember, when it comes down to escaping poverty and achieving financial stability, the key is breaking free from unproductive behaviors like gossiping, investing time instead into meaningful pursuits that will lead you closer to success, having faith in yourself, never giving up, and treating others with respect along the way. If any of this resonates with you, please subscribe, like, share this video, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you are serious about improving your financial situation and escaping poverty, you must break these bad money habits and adopt more productive and healthier ones.
If you recognize yourself doing any of these money habits, just be gentle with yourself. Don't beat yourself up about it, because most of us don't learn this stuff in school and we don't learn it from our parents.
With determination, self-discipline, focusing on the things that matter, and spending your time and money wisely, you can build financial security for yourself and your family. So why not start today? Start making smart choices with your finances and take control of your future. Thanks for tuning in today. It's been wonderful having you here today. And if you want to make sure to see all of our upcoming videos, turn on the notifications bar. It's an easy yet impactful way to stay updated with us.